Welcome back, guys. Thanks for clicking on my video here. Be sure to hit that like and subscribe button for more action. If you go back from the very beginning of my channel, the whole thing was based around building this third gen Camaro and putting a 5.3 Chevy truck engine in it, technically a Vortec 5.3. Did some light bolt-ons to it, and in this episode I'm going to show you this car with what I'm considering essentially a cam-only 5.3 gets into the 12s. I gotta back up just a little bit and give a little more information on the previous video of the first pass on the car where it's running 13s and what I did different. And the only thing that I did different for the following weekend was I went out and I set up a two-step rev limiter on the MSD and then wired that up so it was activated through my trans brake button. The reason I did that is because I was basically stalling the car up on the converter and launching that way, and it just would not get out of the hole. So in theory, what I did was set up a two-step that set a rev limiter. When I hit the trans brake button, it limits that car to 2800 RPM was the first setting that I did it at. That way, when I released that button, it had a chance to ramp up onto the converter. So instead of just sitting there deadheaded on the converter, it had a chance to go up and smack that converter and get out of the hole, and that's exactly what it did. So let's get to the action. Oh my God. So, I think I showed my switch panel. That turns on the MSD, sniper, fuel pump, everything. And if you want vehicle accessories like windows, you flip this switch. Woo! That never gets old. There's the sniper doing what it does, keeping it running. All the fine tuning. So the changes I made, this is my trans brake button right here. You arm it by flipping this switch, and the power goes from a power source here to the button, then to the switch, and then to the trans brake. So if this is disarmed, you can hit this button and nothing happens. And that worked out really slick because this is now also my two-step. Plug it in there, the computer, program it where you want it to be set. So now if I leave this down, I still have two-step when I push this button. If I want to also use trans brake, activate this button. Works out super slick. So now if I hold this button down, 2800 is what I got her set at. Yeah, that two-step is spicy. Pretty sure the neighbors hate it, but it's just fun to do. Sorry, can't help it. So for this following weekend, those were the changes I made to the car, adding that two-step, the rev limiter onto the trans brake. Unfortunately, when I went out that next Saturday for my two trial runs, I did not have any camera set up. I think I had my phone set up, but something went awry with the footage on it. So from the very beginning, the build on this car, I've probably said it to 100 people, at least 100 times. I just want this car to go 12s. Obviously A to B is priority, but if I can build a 12-second car with a naturally aspirated 5.3 engine that I have $150 into the long block, slap a cam in it, stick a Holley sniper on the top of it with an MSD running the timing, and if it runs 12s, I will be happy. And that is exactly what it did. Unfortunately, I didn't get any footage, which is a huge bummer. Not gonna make that mistake again. But luckily, I found some footage from the stands. Someone grabbed the pass from start to finish, and you can see the board where it ran a 12, so at least I have that keepsake. What's cool about all this though is that for some reason that car making a 12-second pass put it on some people's radar, and I was immediately called out for cheating. So here's the deal, guys. Getting ready to race here, first round of competition. It was brought to my attention through another racer that given the class that I'm in, I'm not allowed to use a trans brake or a two-step rev limiter. Super neat. It's my fault for not being aware of the rules, but it's first round of competition, eliminations. I've never made a pass with this car on the foot brake. Talked to some people and they're like, yeah, whatever, just be low key, use it anyways. It's like, no, I'm not gonna do that. So here's my second dilemma. I was in the staging lanes here. I'm racing the person that brought it to my attention that I'm not allowed to use it. So what do you do? It's like, I can't win, because I'll probably get called out for claiming that I used it. But I don't really want to lose either, obviously. So what do you do? So this round, I gotta go up and foot brake it on the start. I don't know, the timing table worked really good for the last pass for my qualifying run, for time trial rather. Got her dialed in for 1295. Ran a best so far of 1287. But now I have to foot brake it. The advantage is I'm going to be launching way off the converter, which may help, because I'm going to try and stall it to about 2,000 RPM and foot brake launch it from there. So there's a chance that I'll ramp into that converter just right and it may pull off a decent 60 foot. But also I'm pretty sure it's 10-15 degrees warmer now than it was this morning during time trials when I ran that 12. So we'll see what happens. Still in the test and tune phase of the car, so it's pretty much just getting lucky at this point. I didn't even get a data log this one. I don't even care. I care, but it's just annoying. Should have just paid for test and tune, gone a few rounds, got some data, and went home. But no trans brake. I should even hold my hand up so they know. Just to be a smart aleck, I'm gonna hold my hand up. So if anyone wants to watch, done me a favor. And I got it on video with my hand in the air, not on the button. Woo! We're going rounds. And it's hot in here. 106 on a 1305 dial at 106. 1250, he ran a 12.262 on the tree, which is terrible. Lost from reaction time again. Sleeping up the tree. Well, anyways, guys, that's going to be it for this episode. We're going to be back out next weekend with the car at the track. See if we can go around, do some more bracket racing. So anyways, be sure and hit that like and subscribe button if you want to keep following this build, because we're only going to go up from here. We're only going to make it faster. So, yeah, that's going to be it. Thanks for watching. Dadgummit, stay good. See you later.